Hello everyone. I'm so glad you have joined me today for another fabulous Friday idea. I am still working on embossing and I have an idea I'm going to play with. I don't know if it's going to work, so we'll see. For today's card, I have a piece of white that is 4 inches by 4 3/4, but I know it won't be the 4 inches wide, but I left it that way because it's just easier. I have a panel of red. I have a panel, or my card base. I'm using a piece of the Seasons of Elegance. I think that's what it's called. Yes, Season of Elegance, DSP, the red piece. I don't know what size, so that's why I have a big sheet. And I'm going to use the Nested Essentials dies. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that smaller piece of white and I'm going to add my die cut. This is, I don't know what shape it is. I call it the coffin shape. To my, I need bigger pieces of tape. Hang on. Pants, and then stick it to my hand. It takes some of the sticky off. And I am attempting to make this as straight as possible. All right. So I'm going to tape it there. All right, I'm going to get another piece of tape and do the same thing. And I'm going to tape the other side. So stick it to your pants and then stick it to the inside of your hand. Your hand has oils on it. So they do it. All right, now I'm going to cut this. But when I cut this, I'm only going to put my cutting plate to here, so that I only cut the top part. So let me get that done. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. All right, I'm gonna put that there because I'm gonna use it again. All right, and by putting my, all right, I just gotta trim this little tiny bit off. Okay, so there. By putting that plate only on the top part, that's all it's going to cut. And that's not straight. Hold on. There it is. There. Now what I want to do is I want to do some scoring. So I'm going to put this on here like so. And I'm going to put this tape here, this tape here, and I'm going to use a Post-it note because I'm going to score by this shape. So let me get my scoreboard and we can do it. All right, now I know what you're thinking. But that's not a straight line. I have done with my marker a line here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up that piece with that line. Here it is. All right, it's going to be very close. All right, so I'm going to do that and put that back here. All right, this tells me where I have to stop scoring. So the first score I'm going to make is here, and I can adjust this. It's just to get started, and I'm doing this every 1/8 of an inch. I wanted lots of score lines. So if you want fewer score lines, spread it out. You can't get more unless you go to 1/16. And all right, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3. All right, there. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to flip this around, and I want to get this lined up first. Hopefully these match up. We will find out, won't we? Oh, I missed a line. And I score it 3 times to get a good deep impression. All right, come on. Don't mess up on me. Ooh, it worked. Yay. Okay. I was a little nervous there. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to take these pieces off, and I have to do it off very carefully so I don't rip my paper. I get so excited when things work the way I want it to. Let's get rid of this. This is going to go on here like so, and I know it's hard to see, but it's going to line up with those lines like so. And I don't know if I'm going to go all the way across. Let's see. How much would I have to cut off? If I put this at 2.5, let me get my trimmer out. And I got to turn mine upside down because my blade up here is messed up. So this goes at 2.5, and then I cut off that. Let's see how much that is. And that's even, but I'm thinking it needs to be a little less. So I'm going to go to 2 3/4. So it's there and there. You kind of got to watch it. Oh, wait a minute, 2 1/4. I almost blew that. Oh my goodness. This one. 2 1/4. I did it at, that's better. Whew. Almost, I looked at that. A good thing I looked at it before I slid that blade. Yeah, see, what I want is I want a little bit of space all the way around, so that's good. So there's a tip for you how to trim it. All right, now, oh, I put that away and I got to cut my paper. I have to decide. I think, oops, I've got all my stuff falling here. I think I'm going to use this piece, and this is 2 1/4. Let's see, if I do this at 2 inches, what I'm trying to get is not the green, not the gold, and I think I can avoid it that way. And then this is 4 3/4 long. That looks like the longer side. Oh yes, I'm going to miss that gold. All right. And then this is going to go on here like so, and I think it needs to be narrower. So I'm going to cut it narrow, and I'm going to cut a little bit off the end. So I have it at 4 1/4. I'm going to go down to 4 1/8. And this was 2 inches, so let's take it down to 1 3/4. Sometimes it's just a matter of playing with the paper to see what works. The other piece it just looked like it was too much. Oh, I like that better. So there we got it. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece on. Okay. I'm going to put this here like so. And then I'm going to put this on my card. And I'm going to go around the edges because this is narrower or smaller than that. Now I've got to kind of set this up so that I can see those score lines. Okay, I think I got it. Close. Very close. Might be a little wider there than there. Yeah, it is. Let me see. I pressed down. I shouldn't have. All right, let me heat this and get it off. You can use your heat tool, and if you've used a tape runner on there, you can get that off. You can't do it with glue. Sorry, doesn't work. All right, I'm just going to slide this slightly. I'm looking at that center. It's off just a little. I'm going to leave it at that. It's good enough. All right, let's put this on our card. Now, if you don't want to use pattern paper, you can easily stamp an image over here. You could put a tree over here. I wanted the pattern paper. Oh, I found my tip. I was frantically making things last week because I was going out of town and I couldn't find my tip. I found it for my tweezers. I'm forever losing those. They need to be attached. And I am using double-sided tape on this because I want to make sure it sticks down. And with this embossing, I don't want to take any chances. So I'm going to do this. And get this all the way on. Like so. All right, let me do that. Grab my pokey tool. I had the best time over the weekend. Barb and I went to the Stamp, Scrap, and Art tour. I saw so many fun things to play with. I bought a lot, so you'll be seeing it over the next few weeks. I just love the things that I got. Some new ideas, not Stampin' Up, but they're new ideas to play with. And that is, don't stick, don't stick. Every once in a while, my card does not score the way it should. It's operator error. Okay, so I've got that. Now, I'm going to get some gold twine or ribbon, and I want a sentiment on here. So, give me a minute. Okay, I grabbed my 𝘃𝗶𝗶𝗲 ribbon, the gold ribbon that's with the silver, and unfortunately, I have no current sets that have Christmas sentiments in it. So I grabbed this one, Brightest Glow, which was from last year, and it said Merry Christmas, and a scrap of white. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to stamp this like so. I love the font on the Merry. It's just so good. All right, I'm going to leave that. I need to cut this down. Okay, got my sentiment done. I'm going to add that with dimensionals. So let me pull this out. You could easily do this in green and put a tree here instead of paper. Oh, that would be pretty. You could also do it with the embossing folder, the 3 trees, and just do like one of the trees and put that on here. But it's just, you just got to play with it and see what works and what you like. All right, so I've got my sentiment, and I'm going to put it, you know what, I'm going to wait till I get my bow on. So I'm going to take my ribbon, and there is a right side to this. This is the right side. See how this has a white line going through it? That's the back. At least to me, it's the back. So I'm going to take and make my bow. All right, like so. And I need to get my ribbon scissors. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna cut my bow here. I packed up, we went to a make and take Friday night and made cards, so I had to take a lot of my supplies with me. Now I need a glue dot. So let me take this off. I'm gonna get, always interview your, oh, I like this side better, your bow, and see which side is better. And that's the one you use for the top. And I'm gonna put the bow, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put the bow that way. And that kind of hides that if you're off a little bit. So there's a tip for you if you're off. If you're not and you like it, turn it the other way. All right, and now I need my, you know what? I think I'm going to put Merry Christmas down here. Let's make sure we get it on straight. And it's not. Good thing I didn't press down. There. And let me get some gold gems. Okay. I don't think these are gold. I think they call them champagne. But to me, they take on the color of the gold. So I use them as gold because I like them. All right. I'm going to put that. No, I'm not going to put that there. I'm going to put it there. I need some small ones. Are you like me? Do you use up, you know what? I'm going to use the big ones. Do you use up all your little gems and then have all the big ones left? Oh, I love it. You could have done it in a line too, but I love that. Ooh, love the way that turned out. I love it when what I plan or what I have in my head works. So there's today's idea. And I had no idea what to do inside. But when I looked at the Yuletide Village, they have this little garland there. So I chose the garland and I stamped it in cherry cobbler on both my card and envelope. I hope you enjoyed today's idea for scoring. I already know what I'm doing next month, so I don't know if this is the last one. It might be for this month for scoring. You'll have to come back next week to find out. Have a fabulous Friday. Bye.